Exciting. Nakakakaba. Bongga. Solid. Breathtaking.
Wasakan, sparky,
Colorful.
mabagsik, mind-blowing, challenging,
Electrifying. Fabulous.
malupit,
Exquisite.
Fierce. Garena. Lurugan. Extreme.
Galvanizing.
Badass.
League of Legends
Collegiate League 2016.
Sprinter. December 13.
13.
13. 2015.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
onwards.
Hashtag get school.
Vacation's over.
Vacation is over.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the local Collegiate League 2016 Spring Serve. I'm of course GS Asar tonight, alongside here with me is
GS Deep.
Alright, so without further ado, let's go into the patent pick phase for the last game between USC and UI, University of San Carlos and University of Iloilo. Yes.
Yeah, so we do see Thresh and Morgana banned, so both support bans targeted towards their support player. Corky, Tom Kent, Udyr banned away from UI. So those are the same bans that they've been banning for the past 2 games.
Yeah, Udyr wasn't banned, I think, game 2. Thresh Morgana for sure. Amir Khan, especially on the University of Iloilo pick comp, was really effective. Like if the it's either him or Varian Rin with that Bard who just initiates so well for the side of UI.
Yeah, definitely. And we do see that Poppy first pick coming in for UI. So let's see how USC responds.
Yeah, it was actually Pumba the Humba getting that Poppy in the jungle a while ago, but wasn't as effective as if you were in that top lane because of the itemization, I would say, delay that the jungle Poppy does have.
Yeah, that is true. And we do see that Maokai locked in. It might be a Maokai jungle, and then they're probably going to take their top laner. So Maokai Hecarim would be pretty interesting. You don't see Hecarim, you don't see Maokai that much.
Yeah, but I think Hecarim is a good top laner because of that initiate that he has, the Shadow Moses in Onslaught of Shadows.
That is true.
So we'll see how USC does build it. They haven't... Never mind, it's a Trundle. Was hoping for a Hecarim though, because we have, like you said, we don't see him too much.
Yeah, but if you have noticed, he has picked up Ignite and Teleport, so... Oh, never mind, he changed it. So Trundle, might be Trundle top, might be Trundle support, who knows. Let's see what they decide to pick.
Could even be a Trundle jungle.
That is true.
And a top lane Maokai, because Topu a while ago on that Maokai was actually the highest damage dealer for USC. Granted though that of course Hamwood as well as Young Exuberance couldn't find the positions to fight just because of how explosive UI was on that previous game.
Yeah, so let's see what UI takes now. They're hovering over the Vel'Koz, and they have hovered over that Zac as well. Vel'Koz locked in.
Wow.
As well as the Zac.
So this is going to be interesting because we're going to see tentacle power here coming out of the Vel'Koz and the blob from the Bob? I don't know.
The blob from the Bob. The blob, well, both of them are blobs.
Who?
It's like Zac.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have big blob and small blob.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
Or, what was that again? The movie with
The blobs?
Robin Williams, the Nutty Professor. Oh, no, the other one. Nutty Professor's, God, I can't remember my actors. Eddie Murphy. Never mind. Alright, so we do see that... I'm so...
What a great tangent.
I know. But there is the lock-in on the Tristana there. And then Ahri.
So Ahri pretty good against this Vel'Koz. Vel'Koz is very immobile, so the Ahri will be able to lock him down, and it might actually be a Vel'Koz support. We'll see what happens. And a Braum would actually be a really nice pick-up against all the skill shots coming in from that Vel'Koz, Ezreal, and Lux.
That's true. So we'll see, because Braum is up here. And I think it will be a very good combo as well in the bottom lane. When you can hit that Winter Spine, and then you also have the explosive charge.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, really good amount of damage in that bottom lane. So they're contemplating on if they're gonna keep this Trundle as a support jungler. Damn, Trundle's so
Yeah, Trundle very versatile.
yeah.
Looks like it's gonna be a Trundle support, Maokai jungle.
There's still
and then,
25 seconds.
Yeah, I have a feeling they're gonna lock that in. The music got really fast.
Yeah, man.
Did you notice this?
I didn't actually.
Has the music ever gone this fast before?
I think so, but we haven't slowed ourselves down to actually hear it.
Well, this is an intense game. This is the third game of a best of 3 series, so I guess it's appropriate.
So it's gonna be a Jana.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the Trundle top, maybe the Maokai top. Well,
Yeah.
I'm really liking the new music. Like, I kind of just want to be quiet for a while and just appreciate the music.
Yeah, but of course, let's give our viewers your insights on, of course, the compositions of our team, so we can admire it later.
All right, all right. So taking a look at these comps, we have a really strong pick comp coming in from the University of Iloilo. They do have several ways to pick off an enemy with that light binding, with that elastic slingshot, and with Poppy with his charge, and that Belcause as well. So they're going to be looking to get those picks. They've got decent siege as well with all this poke coming in from that Belcause, and it's going to be really interesting to see how they play it out. Meanwhile, USC, they've got a fairly standard comp, really well balanced. They have their disengage, they have their peel, they have their hard engage, and they also have their assassin and their standard AD carry. There's really not much to say. They're probably going to be playing fairly standard, decent team fighting all around, decent objective control.
Yeah, and their scaling isn't that bad either.
Yeah, they've got that Tristana.
That's true. Of course, you can also point or leave out that Ari. If you can't hit those charms, it can make or break the fights for USC.
Yeah, that is true. So,
Yeah. So
we're
again,
just
guys.
waiting for the loading screen.
Yeah, Wallet is here with us.
Yeah, he's just banging his head to the jam.
Yeah, I am too.
This is also a new song.
It kind of sounds familiar though.
Why is it only now that I'm noticing the music?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's because Sunday, and like a while ago, Manjan and I were talking about music. Maybe it's the music day for the Garena staff.
Yeah,
You know,
I
like
should probably
Sunday's
ask
music day.
our camera control guy if he's been changing the music.
Yeah, later when he isn't busy.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're just waiting, ladies and gentlemen, for the last match in this best of 3 series between University of Iloilo versus University of San Carlo. And again, this is the last match, 1-for-1. USC did have game 1 was a back and forth game where USC was able to.
Yeah, game 1 was really intense. The throws coming in from both teams. And game 2, I didn't get to catch most of it. How did that game go out?
Game 2 was in USC built themselves for a full-blown team fight, but then they got themselves Hamud on a Victor and a Young Exuberance on a Ezreal. As for the side of UI, they had all pick comps. They have an Elise, a Shen, a Morgana who actually built this Echo first. They also have a Lucian and a Bard.
Okay, so Morgana mid.
Yeah, Morgana mid.
I thought it was a Morgana support who built Luden's Echo first.
Sorry. Morgana mid.
Okay.
I forgot to say that. And it just really was effective for them because USC, they were always slow on, how fast UI were in initiating these pickoffs. And it allowed them to get really, really fed. And as well as there was like a 4,000 gold deficit in 30-minute mark, but then a 4,000 gold deficit, but then the itemizations of USC were just the defensive damage items that you're looking for against a high damage team, like Athene's Holy Grail, early Moth Malmortius, like on an Ezreal, you're building a Iceborne Gaunt and then Moth Malmortius, not getting that Manamune, just only the Tear of the Goddess. So that really crippled the damage output that USC did have, was supposed to have.
Well, let's see if USC is able to correct their mistakes and just take the game. Or will UI continue their momentum from that second game and take it all? Once again, this is the quarterfinals of the playoffs. The winner of this game, of course, will be facing off against University of the Philippines.
Wow.
In the semifinals.
Yeah, so don't forget that beer slap.
The beer slap. Ooh, beer slap.
Yeah, the beer slap is something to be reckoned with. So we're going into the loading screen right now. So guys, what time is it, Naba? It is.
It is. It's been a long day.
It is. Has been a long day as well. Yesterday, we were. If you guys were in the Rumblria community day in Wargot Squadra, we actually arrived there around 10:30 p.m. after the LCL match yesterday. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Lots of people were still there actually until the closing time. So congratulations again to Rumblria for that successful event. It's now 8:07 as I checked my phone. So it actually is okay naman yung schedule natin. So if you guys are still excited for this match, hindi naman kayo kailangan magpuyat para panoorin ito. You will still be able to go to class tomorrow well rested.
Yeah.
If you have class tomorrow.
I've got class tomorrow.
Yeah. Isn't this week na yung National Heroes? Is it National Heroes Day?
I hope so.
February 25. I can't remember what the...
That is next. That is this week.
Yeah, this week. I can't remember
So
the...
does that mean there's a holiday this week?
I think so. I saw it in my calendar.
That's amazing. Holy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I'm not sure if it's National Heroes Day or something. I can't remember the...
And that means a
The
lot when you're
holiday.
That means a lot. I mean, for all people who work and for all the students out there.
Yeah, of course, man.
I mean-
Every holiday is a hallelujah for these people. They're looking for that.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know that. Like, now I'm really excited knowing that there's a holiday this week.
Yeah, we'll see though, man. See what the holiday that is. Actually, be People's Revolution. I can't remember. Damn.
Isn't it EDSA Day?
Could be actually EDSA Day.
Dude, we're so bad. I think we should be knowing our holidays.
I think the holiday I only truly know is Independence Day.
And
June
when's
12.
that?
June 12.
Alright,
man.
good job.
Man, if I didn't know when is our Independence Day, I'm not gonna be a true Filipino.
So yeah, we're just loading into the game right now.
Yes, we're waiting. Pretty long waits. So again, for that lucky viewer who has won the Match and Win skins, you are a lucky guy because you're able to get yourself a Dank Master Darius, a Sweeper Alistar, a Goalkeeper Malachi. Also, of course, we have the Striker Lucian and I forgot the last one.
Super fan.
Full Superfan guy, guys. There you go.
Superfan.
Thank you. Super fan. Nice song.
Yeah. The song's always been there though. The other songs a while ago.
Yeah, of
those were
course.
new. Those were new.
I know this one though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we are just waiting for the game to load up. It's taking quite some time.
Yeah, it's been a long time. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, it's the neat spell. Like if you say it's been too long, it immediately starts.
Yeah, but we start off right away with a pause, so
Yeah.
not gonna get straight into the action, unfortunately.
That's true. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, we welcome you to the last game in this best-of-3 series between University of Iloilo versus the University of San Carlos. In the blue team, in the top lane, it's going to be Kathy. On the Poppy, in the jungle, it's going to be Tres. For the Zac, in the mid lane, Amir Khan shall be our deluxe. And in the bottom lane duo, we have Kythera playing the Ezreal. And his support shall be Varian Rin on the Vel'Koz.
And for the red side, we have University of San Carlos. For the top lane, we have Tapu on that Trundle. For the jungle, we have Pumbaa the Humba playing that Maokai. For the mid lane, we have Hamoud on that Ari. And for that bot lane duo, we have Young Exuberance and Choi Nellas on that Tristana and Jana.
Wow, they actually start as we finish the roll calls. What nice guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Commando Lux. Haven't seen that in forever.
They've got matching color scheme going on. The black purplish.
Then they have like the...
Yeah, the tan color.
Yeah, and the, like, I would say military-ish. Like,
Yeah.
um...
It looks really nice seeing them all
Yeah.
together, just walking.
yeah, Pulsefire Ezreal seems like he's in the future military, and then Commando Lux is just like in the current, you know, Commando military.
Yeah, then what about Vel'Koz? Where does he fit?
I don't know. You have
Which military?
Vel'Koz?
Yeah.
In the military of the Void. The
That's
Void.
that's a safe answer.
Yeah, you know it. The Void Federation. That sounds kind of nice.
It's alright.
Yeah. What do you think is a better way to call, or to call the Void Army?
The Void What is a better name? Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess you beat me there.
Void Legion. or you could call it the Void Ball.
The board.
Whoa, you can do that with the Pulse
Yeah,
Fire
you
Ezreal?
can. Pulsefire Ezreal has a lot of spammy emotes.
I should do that on mine. Look at that. Damn, even Cyclops should be envious of that.
He's shooting lasers from the
Oh
side
wow,
of his
look at
eyes
that.
as well.
Look at
Ooh.
the, the synergy.
See, we already know who's gonna win the bot lane. Look at that bot lane synergy. Like, you gotta be on another level to do something like that.
Yeah, man. Oh, look at that though. It's a Dragon Trainer Tristana with a forecast.
So
yeah,
both legendary skins versus the
one ultimate,
ultimate skin.
and one default.
Yeah.
So in terms of price,
2 legendaries win.
yeah, exactly. It's 1,000, and then ultimate's 900.
Yeah, so we'll see if that is the case for this bot lane.
Yeah, but at least like, we know right now that the power level for USC is, you know, split. For
Yeah.
UI, it's
Well,
like it's all in the Ezreal.
In the Pulsefire Ezreal quote, doesn't he say something about like, what's the scanner say about his power level?
I
And
can't
then-
remember what it says, but it's like below 9,000, and I thought so.
Yeah.
Isn't it like that?
Like power. I don't remember the quote. It's been a while since. I don't even own Pulsefire Ezreal, so yeah.
Yeah, I kind of went back to playing default Ezreal because his Mystic Shot Q or the animation on the
It feels
ultimate,
slower.
Yeah, it feels slower. That's why I don't use
Yeah.
it.
I like Ace of Spades Ezreal or the
I like the cheaper Pulsefire, the Frosted Ezreal.
Frosted. That's also alright.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh wow, look at that damage coming out of
That's
Tharian.
painful.
Yeah. You know the tentacles are hurting them ladies. Yeah, never mind.
Wow.
I
Wow. Alright, let's just move on.
Okay.
Moving on.
Oh my god.
Some trades in that top lane. No tentacles here. Just Poppy and Trundle.
So we have the Hammer of the Righteous versus the Club of Frozen Ice. Maybe like Trundle's wives' hearts are there, you know. So like,
Trundle have wives?
I
Does
don't
Trundle
know.
have a wife?
he's a king, so he should have a queen, right? Or wife.
But then I don't think you need a queen to be a king.
Yeah, I know, but then like it should be.
It should be, but that's not always the case.
Yeah, elastic slingshot. Puppy will force the flash out of Hamoud there, but nicely done. Charm coming out of Hamoud to actually stop the follow-up by Amir Khan. Here comes the twisted tree line attack by the Maokai. Takes actually quite a bit of damage from the tier 1. He goes
Wow, he's going in.
Kathy, very aggressive, forcing himself to flash. Don't think he wanted to do just that as he expends the heroic charge for actually nothing.
You know what I would have liked to see? If Poppy actually flashed backwards while the twisted advance was coming.
Oh,
So then he would have been stuck underneath the turret and it would have been really likely that the
He could
Maokai would
gotten
have
a
died.
Yeah, and could have gotten a follow-up stun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's pretty smart.
But unfortunately, ex-Kathy didn't do so.
Yeah. Huh. Kind of remember like when I was making my names before. I always put an X there because it looked cool.
I don't... It's never looked cool.
Wow. But it does, man.
X?
Yeah, when you add X to your name before, it makes it cool.
X-Asterai. Does that sound cool to you?
X-Sneep. Does that sound cool to you?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does, dude.
No.
Here comes the gang by Poomba the Hoomba, and nicely timed teleport there coming out of Kathy's stuns. The Maokai, and finally he gets it for the second time. Oh, Young Exuberance there taking quite a bit of damage from Amir Khan, actually flashing over the wall into the loving embrace of Choi Nellas. Can this monsoon lady save his ADR? The answer to that is no. Wow, look at that Amir Khan with a max range light binding. Here's Kathy with the red buff,
Oh,
and
a
that
DC.
shall be a 3-4-0 in favor of UI.
And that was very well played coming in from UI. Very good response with that teleport and with the rotation from that mid to the bottom. And I just noticed that you really like saying loving embrace, man.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, is it something that you miss, dude? The loving embrace. Valentine's is over, man.
Yeah, I know, but then like, I just like to say loving embrace. Like, there's also the love tap. Remember, like just a little love tap.
I think that's actually the name of the skill.
Yeah, before they changed the name of the skill of Misfortune, the passive, to love tap, I was actually using that term already.
Alright.
That's true. That's
Oh.
true.
Like, there's no way to prove it, but
There-
there's no way to
Dude, we have
disprove it
VODs.
either.
We have VODs.
Okay. So love tapping, loving embrace Aserai.
Yeah. I have a lot of quotes or like catchphrases that I use when I cast. There's also like float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Yeah, the Muhammad Ali way.
Yeah. I got that one. I understood that reference, man.
Ah, good. You're not young enough. You're not young enough to not know that reference. There you go. That's right.
Well, how old are you, man?
I am 18 years old.
Nice, we're the same age, man. High five.
No, I'm kidding. I'm 21.
Bente uno.
Yeah.
Soy.
What, do you know Spanish?
I used to know Spanish. I don't know Spanish anymore.
Vámonos.
Yeah, that's like, let's go. Like us.
Yeah. You can lead the way. Hey, hey.
Dora.
Dora. Oh my god.
And it's been a long day.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Yes, so thank you for saving us players. They have resumed the game. Alright. So with that clash in the bottom lane, look at that. A 2,000 gold lead in favor of University of Iloilo.
Yeah, it looks like Poppy making his way towards the top lane. Looking to find
He
the
just
trundle.
walked from bot to top.
I think he did.
Wow.
Well, being efficient, you know. Sometimes it's better to walk than take the
The long
recall.
road.
Yeah.
The road less traveled.
Yeah, by Robert Frost.
There you go. Oh, the novel knockup and the knockback. No stun coming out of the heroic charge from Cathy there. Sad though, but they didn't get the flash out of Topu.
Yeah, but Cathy with that double buff, so he will be able to bully out this Trundle pretty easily.
That's true. Also, I think, you know, why the Poppy did, or Cathy preferred to go into the top lane by walking is that, you know, he's looking in the Summer's Rift for that worthy person to get
To find the hammer.
Exactly.
Alright, well, little does she know that
She
she's
is.
already found that person.
Yeah, exactly. It's within herself.
Yeah, it was her the whole time.
That's true. Can't believe how ignorant she is, though, right? In the comics.
Yeah, that was a cute comment.
Yeah, it is. Alright, so aside from the cute comics, you also have a cute Zac here who is posing for us as he recalls. Look at that muscle.
I'm
Oh,
not
wait, never
sure.
mind.
I'm not sure if that's cute, man.
I guess we have different
Yeah, I
definitions
guess
of cute.
cuteness is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah. The beholding eye of Aserai. Oh, wow.
Choinelas.
Choinelas. For sure, he disconnected there.
Choinelas. If you say it really fast.
Choinelas.
It sounds like exactly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what his name is about. Unless like he has a different pronunciation like Koi
Choi.
Nalas.
I wonder, because
Koi
there's a lot of
Nalas.
Choi players. I wonder if the other Choi guys have that. Choi Aoi, Choi Aoi, Choi.
Chowawi.
I don't know. Choinelas. I like that. That's clever.
It is. Like, what else do we have clever names here?
We have
Topu.
Topu.
Yeah, because he's always in the top
'Cause he
lane.
plays top.
Yes. I really like X-Cathy.
And we have
X.
Pumbaa the Humba.
I think he should have Pumbaa and Timon.
I think that's where he got his name from.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
Means no worries, man.
For the rest of their days, man.
Yeah, it's our problem free.
Philosophy.
Yeah. Hakuna Matata.
You know it.
Yeah. Yeah, you do. All right,
So another disconnect from the University of San Carlos. Really unfortunate.
yeah, I think, you know, it's because of that. It all comes down din talaga dun sa, like, because of online games, well, being online,
Yeah.
Philippines is in the backtrack because we're 62 out of 62 countries, you know, in terms of the rankings and internet connection.
That sucks.
Yeah, it is.
I mean-
Unless like you play in a computer shop that really has good connection.
Yeah.
Like if you play at home with 2 Mbps, you're 50% of the time, or even more than that, bound to have a hard time.
Like, even
playing.
with my internet, I still get ping spikes, and my internet's pretty decent for if
for
you com-
PHNet.
Yeah, for PHNet, my internet's decent.
That's true.
And I still spike to like 100 from time to time.
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you think that Kythera here will be a good guy and leave Choinelas alone?
Well, let's take a look at what Kythera has available for him to use. He already Arcane Shifted. He used his Q. So he's about to use his Q, right?
Yeah.
Let's take a look at Vel'Koz. So let's hop to what Vel'Koz has available. So Vel'Koz has his E, right? But then if we take a look at Choinelas, she has his shield and flash available. So most likely Choinelas is gonna get away
Yeah, but like if he's like a gentleman and he allows Choinelas to walk away.
without
because
any trade, without trading him. Because
Yeah.
like he
He
can
just-
get away, but then he might get extremely low.
yeah, true, but you know, will he be a gentleman and allow Choinelas
I
to
don't know. Well, actually, you know what? The funny thing about that is I remember there was a game that USC played,
Yeah.
and then the enemy team was having the same problems. And who was the guy that showed no mercy? One of the players there didn't show any mercy, you know.
Wait, does USD have Zykan?
No, I said USC.
Ah,
not-
USC, sorry.
Yeah, so
thought
no,
USD.
no mercy from
Yeah.
USC.
Wow,
So
so
let's
maybe
see.
it's karma.
Who knows? You know, sometimes it's better to be the better person,
Yeah, the bigger man.
the bigger man, and just
walk away.
yeah, walk away. So will Kythera be the bigger man? Find out
when this game resumes.
in the
After-
next episode.
In the next episode of the LCL 2016 spring term, will Kythera go in and kill Choinelas as he disconnected, or will he walk away and be the bigger man? I would watch that. Would you watch that?
Well, we're gonna watch that within the next couple minutes or so. So I
Yeah.
guess either way, we're gonna find out.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah. And I mean, Choinelas, 2 points into the shield.
Yeah, so he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, soaking up that damage.
And
Yeah. Hey, do you think that because Janna, you know, controls the wind like I would say like Storm, but Storm's like much more OP because you can
Yes.
control the weather.
Storm's super OP.
Yeah. Napuwing na kaya si Janna? You know what puwing is? Like when you have like dust in your eye.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that Janna has experienced that because she's always, you know, windy?
Well, doesn't the skin have glasses?
That's true though. That's true. What about her default skin? Her other
Default skin?
skins?
Oh, that's true.
yeah, right?
No, but then she has like gentle winds, you know, like
No, but is Monsoon a gentle wind? Is Howling Gale a gentle wind? What is that? What if
They-
that happens?
they look pretty gentle. I mean, if you look at how the champions fly up then down when they get hit by the Q, that looks pretty gentle to me.
All right, here we go.
All right.
You can see now. Here's the episode that we're looking for. Oh wow, they still go for it.
Wow,
Wow.
so Bian. The flash and Theo burnt.
Wow. Yeah, okay, that was so bad. If
Alright,
you guys
so-
are wondering what BM is, it's bad manners.
Yeah, so I guess we found out what happened. Didn't have to wait another episode. Only a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's alright. Okay, so with that disconnection for the side of USC, it allowed Kythera to put some really good damage onto Choinelas, and wow, super low HP onto Young Exuberance there. Top lane wise, so Kathy is actually bullying out Tofu. That double buff for the Poppy has gone down, but Tofu, if you can see his HP, or rather his mana,
Oh, you
is
gonna get
very
the
low.
snipe?
Oy!
So close.
Okay.
1 second. If you did it 1 second earlier, then Young Exuberance would have died.
Yes. Huh. Not only Tofu.
Yeah. I think it's like a cute way to say top. Like when they said, what role do you want to play? And then he's like, Topu. You know?
It's a cute way to say top lane.
Yeah, exactly.
Tofu.
I want to play Topu.
Where do you want to gank? Tofu.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think that is like why they wanted to make his, or why
You
they
know
wanted
what?
to make
Like,
his name
we
Tofu.
should have like an article on where these LCL players get their names, because
Yeah, they really
some
should.
of these LCL players have some pretty interesting names.
Oh, knock up onto Young Exuberant there. Nicely timed damage coming out of Kythera. But is that enough as Variant Worm goes down to the last of Exuberance? Whoa! Young Exuberance actually going in. Alahu Akbar into Kythera as Kythera gets himself a double kill with the help of the laser from Amir Khan.
Yeah, so Young Exuberance actually canceled several auto attacks, unfortunately during that trade. And he might have been able to live if he didn't cancel 3 autos onto that Vel'Koz. And it looks like UI will be taking that Dragon. So will this be an early snowball game where UI just takes it from here on out, or will USC make the comeback? As that is a 3,000 gold lead, 9 minutes in, and the first Dragon of the game being taken away.
True, and that should allow damage of Americon and Kythera to be a little bit beefed up. Top lane wise, Kathy going in onto Topu, and Kathy is getting damage you. But she does have the, you know, the chugga on the corrupting potion, but same thing.
Yeah, they
with
both
Topu.
got that corrupting potion and both gonna heal at the same time.
Yeah,
King
but
Ward's going down.
Yeah, Topu doesn't have mana though, and he's getting blasted and zapped by this Vel'Koz. Look at that animation though. Zap.
Yeah, the tentacles doing a lot of work next to that pillar.
Yeah, that ice pillar. Okay, so it looks like Pumbaa the Humba is gonna get Ayaya, as he will be forced to flash, and the knockup from Lujana does at least mitigate some of the could be possible pressure coming out of Iloilo there. Bottom lane, both ADRs are at I would say an island right now, as never mind.
Yeah,
wow.
they're gonna be joined up by their support buddies right now.
Yeah, and check out one of the longest killing on that Scuttler.
You know,
Yeah.
I've seen longer.
Oh yeah, with if you're like a support.
When you're a support and you try to kill other crowd.
Especially when you don't have stun.
Exactly.
Yeah. Amir Khan now being a little bit sandwiched by Pumbaa the Humba, and Hamu, you're not gonna go away anytime soon, but here comes Kathy, gets lasted onto Hamu, and it's only him alive with the help of Varian. A little bit too late on that ultimate, as your mid laner did go down, though. That's 2-1-2 Lux to the 1-1-1, or 1-1-0 of the Zir, or the Ari rather. Varian Rear peeled with the laser, but no last hit.
Yeah, that was a 1-for-1 trade in favor of no one actually.
Maybe.
I think the slight advantage goes to UI based on how they have the positional control and the fact that USC is fairly low and did have to recall from that.
That's true, and actually UI win that as well, because Young Exuberance did go to that mid lane to possibly help them, and he's actually low on CS, or he's very low in CS compared to Kythera, who's like 20 CS ahead of him.
Yeah, and that's already a 3k gold advantage in favor of University of Iloilo. And if we take a look at the items, we do see that Kythera has picked up that Iceborne Gauntlet, so he does have his power spike. Nice light binding.
Oh, the double knockup and the lasers just coming out of Amir Khan. And Varian Rare putting Hamid to 50% HP. He just came back to the lane, guys. Don't be such a bully.
Yeah, but based on how we've seen UI play, they show no mercy.
Yeah.
Never
alright.
forget.
Never forget, never surrender.
Yeah.
Is that like friends forever? I think that's the wrong statement, as Kathy here is getting in the wrong position, as Pumbaa Dumba, did he clap his hands to activate that vengeful maelstrom?
I think that's how it's always been.
Really? I just noticed that.
Yeah, he goes like, I don't know. Like he activates his
He claps his-
ancestral spirits,
Yeah.
his tree spirits or something.
He does it in a sassy way. Vengeful maelstrom.
He should do like a snap, and
Yeah.
add some hip movement to it.
Oh no, you didn't slap me. Here's my vengeful maelstrom.
Yeah. You know what? I wonder how does where does the vengeful maelstrom come from? Like, how's that related to Maokai?
Well, he's isn't he like a regular tree spirit before, and his like forest was like raped by, I don't know, you know, the trees were burnt or something, and then he became like a vengeful spirit, and now his ultimate's called the
Let's see the
vengeful
clap.
maelstrom. All right,
Is he gonna clap?
No clap. No clap.
They should get like.
Wait, how can he clap when he has a sapling in his hand? Isn't he hurting that sapling?
How can he even clap?
He has two hands, man. But I think like his right hand is
But he's
is
gonna
getting
clap.
hurt by his left hand. Oh, he actually smites it away so that nobody from the side of University of Iloilo will make that worth it, because if even Variant Worm gets a blue buff, that's gonna spell, you know, more damage for UI.
Yeah, definitely. And we take a look and we do see that Dragon is up in a minute. UI taking this Scuttle Crab right now. I really miss Taunty. Like, do you know why people call it Taunty?
Because he taunts you.
No, it's because like when the Scuttle Crab was first released, right?
Yeah.
Whenever it would do the taunt animation,
Yeah.
a thing in chat would appear up that says
Oh, yeah,
error something
Yeah.
Taunty.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah,
Remember.
that's how I started calling him Taunty, because
But we've become much more formal with him. He's the River Scuttler.
yeah, he's a River Scuttler. He has his own icon now.
Yeah, he even has his own evolution,
Yeah, I mean,
the Rift Herald.
well, to be fair, like they have summoner icons for like the duck that's in the river, so yeah, I'm not sure how much it's worth.
Hey, he's
Like, I'm not sure how much it means to have a summoner icon when
Yeah,
even
but
the
duck-
duck gets one.
That's true, but then like, what I look for in a summon icon is probably two things. It's actually three things. It's either my favorite team of League of Legends, which would be TSM, or perfect symmetry.
Perfect symmetry.
Yeah,
What is
like
that?
like if your icon is like the rank icons.
Oh,
Yeah,
like how
perfect-
they're symmetric.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
like the season 3 and season 2 rank icons are kind of on a tilt.
Yeah, I know. Because of the second one's a trophy, right?
Yeah, the trophy. Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
Wow, Yannick Zuber's actually going in. He doesn't even know how much damage Kithera does have. But you know what? It's okay, because Troy Nalas is here with the Monsoon, with the shield. And is Zuber's
That was
gonna go
so
down?
close.
What
Holy
the
crap.
hell? That was, yeah, exactly, so close.
That is the power spike of that frozen gauntlet right there. It was a BF sword and pickaxe versus that Iceborne gauntlet.
and
And also 2v1.
yeah, Monsoon and Eye of the Storm.
And that was a really quick pick.
Yeah, here comes another quick pick
The
into the
slap.
top lane. Never mind. Here comes the ultimate coming out of Kathy, but you know what? The slap from that Ice Club will finalize the hit onto the Poppy in that top lane, even with Tress being there for the supportive hand.
So when he claps the Maokai, the sapling kind of disappears. I think he like drops the sapling or something.
Then he picks it up? How fast does he do
I
that?
don't know. We're gonna have to keep our eyes out when the next time that happens.
That's true. Varian did get caught there a while ago. We did see he was, well, annoying Hamid, but then Hamid says, "Enough! I shall use my Spirit Rush."
He gets juked.
Got juked. But teleport from Kathy is here, and Humba the
Humba
Humba!
the Humba, be
Oh my
careful.
Humba!
That was not worth it all. Not only like
Wait, can't?
no, they can't pick it up if.
Oh, if they didn't get blasted?
Yeah,
Ah, I see. Okay.
but they didn't get the buff. They only got 50 gold out of that. Well, 50 times 5. They only got like
250.
yeah, 250 gold from that. Definitely not worth it at all.
Yeah,
And-
USC did get the dragon, but they're gonna trade it for
A mid-lane turret.
kills in the Rift Herald and 2 mid-lane turrets.
Yeah, that's probably not worth it. UI with the 2,000 gold lead has dropped by quite a bit since the last time. And here comes
Look
the
at that
siege comp
poke.
we were talking about. The
Yeah.
poke is real from this team composition.
That's why we were wondering why Charnellas went for a Janna. Would have been much more better if he went for a Braum.
The Braum to just like block everything.
Yeah, the unbreakable.
Yeah, because
The heart is the strongest muscle. Okay, here comes Hammond going up again, but uses a second Spirit Rush to get away. Easy peasy Thresh. I believe he has his whole his passive, so he can be insta-give but not die. Oh, Charnellas there on the back line. Will not get caught by the light binding, but still, here comes the siege of Iloilo. I like that.
yeah, it sounds epic. Sounds
Yeah.
like an extremely important historical event.
Yeah, the siege of Iloilo is here. Kathy going in, gets the son of the hammer, followed
Wow,
up
that
by
was a nice
Tresto.
monsoon.
Yeah, but it was a beautiful monsoon coming out of Joinas. But here comes the lasers of a fire and the lasers. That's what they said. Gets the 1 kill onto Pumbaa Humba, and now Young Supers will be forced to flash away. Hits by the Lucid Singularity and the slow of the Ashborn Guts, and he goes down 2-0 for UI.
And that was a really well played. It looked like at first that USC had a chance in that team fight. However, surely but slowly they were able to win that fight with all of the damage coming down from that Lux and from that Ezreal sustained damage coming in. And very well played coming in from University of Iloilo, but also
Still
I still
sexy.
can't get over that
Yeah.
Monsoon. That was a really sexy Monsoon.
Yeah.
The moment he goes right over her head, pops that Monsoon and he goes flying.
Exactly. You're playing toss with the rubber ball.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like
Is he made out of rubber?
no goop for
Goop.
sure. Or
Doesn't he have a quote, like something about rubber?
I'm not made of rubber. Is that it?
Something like that.
You know what? I can check it for you, man.
Alright, go ahead.
I have my resources here.
Yeah, so that's a 4,000 gold advantage for University of Iloilo and an exposed inhibitor. A lot is on the line. This is the final match of the night, a best of
and
3
it's
series.
20 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
Not even 20 minutes. 1920.
Yeah, so they can't even move fast yet. They don't
Oh,
have that
wow.
home guard enchantment.
Actually showed Zac Efron quotes
Nice.
when I searched.
You know, if you use the LoL strategy application, you can see quotes.
I have it. but-
Yeah, I know you do.
Damn, wait. I'm already here, so I'm just checking it out for you, man.
Alright.
Alright.
So, meanwhile, vision control, there are a lot of defensive wards coming in from USC, just looking to make sure they don't get picked in their own jungle.
Here we go, here we go.
Alright, what's the quote?
Wait, I'm
Let's hear
looking
it.
for it. There's a lot. I was made for this. Literally. This is gonna get messy. Time to introduce myself. Knock it off. Well, now I'm just mad. These jerks don't know when to quit. Pick on someone your own size. Don't be such a stiff. Back off, pal. Is this really what he says?
Yeah, he does.
I'm done being nice. Don't push your luck, champ. Someone's about to get hurt. Hey, sorry about the pain. No need to be mean. Beat up or beat down, I'm flexible. Wait, there's Sierra Flash in the top lane. Never mind. Oh, Tapu. Oh, no. Oh, nice one soon coming out of Troinelas. They're pushing away the members of UI. But Kathy is just that thirsty. He goes in, Hammond goes in with a Spirit Rush, but gets caught by that Light Bind. He gets the laser, but he still survives. As Young Exuberance from the backline is just free hitting right now. Where is Clethera? He is not even the fight. He has his SS actually on cooldown, but here he comes, the man of the hour. The beautiful, beautiful Ezreal. Can he get the last hits? They're on recall. Do they have vision of this? Yeah, they do.
Oh, now they do.
Now they do. Here comes the Ezreal. Gets the last hit with the fire buff, or the red buff. Yeah,
They should make a fire buff.
I think it is a fire buff
Yeah, so
already.
that was a pretty good team fight. Ezreal was nowhere there. If Ezreal was there, that would have been a completely different story. And I don't know, listening to those Zach quotes, man, I'd say...
Yeah. Why thanks? I do work out.
I think Riku has a contender for her voice acting video.
Oh, really now?
Yeah, really.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How's it going? Everybody's a critic.
And now you just gotta make your own voice acting video.
Yeah, man. But I don't think it's gonna get as much traction as hers.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Wait, I'm trying to look for that. What we were talking about.
Sometimes you just need some Kuso.
Yeah, man.
Hashtag Kuso.
It's not how much you can lift, it's how good you look. Go big or go home.
We're looking for the quote about rubber.
I don't have it. It doesn't have it here. It's like, I think it's the one that says flexible. When he ults, he says squashing time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, going back to the game, 5,000
let's go
gold
back
lead
into the game. It's
in
much more
favor
important than this.
of University of Iloilo. Well, I mean, Zach is in the game, so we're still talking about the game.
Yeah, but it's quotes, man.
Yeah.
Let's go back into how UI still actually kind of won that, even in a 4v5.
Yeah, they were able to get that turret. Meanwhile, we do see Trundle split pushing in top lane. Has a teleport available. Lots of pink
He
wards.
checked
in this
it out
area.
with the Mystic shot, so pretty standard, but wise decision play there coming out of Kathera to check if ever, you know, Hubbard would just charm over uncharted territory, or unrevealed territory, rather.
So that is the third dragon of the game going to UI.
Yeah, so this is just gonna make Kathy even more happy, as she's gonna get even more movement speeds to stick to these champions. Top lane.
Oh, well, she only has a second dragon buff, so
Oh wait,
that
second
will
pa lang. Oh,
provide
never mind.
the DOT
Third pala.
2 turrets.
Yeah, I thought it was the third one.
Yeah. Well, third dragon of the game, second dragon for UI.
Okay, okay. Thank you for that. I didn't see So, but still, like you said, they are the Pokemon, they are the Siege as well, so this
Second
will help
Dragon's
them.
gonna help.
Yeah, exactly. And wow, they actually force Hamud to use his ultimate, so no annoying fox ladies who will be zapping in and out of fights.
Yo, you
For a
got
couple
that
of
slap from
seconds.
Maokai.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Oh,
Wow.
second time.
Joinelas.
Yeah, second
On
time.
point.
Really, really sexy with those wind attacks.
Yeah.
The wind type champion.
Wind beats grass. Actually, it's Zach even flying.
No, man, he's more of like
No,
he just leaps.
I'm talking about Pokemon types.
Wait, yeah, okay.
Like Drana would be like a flying type, right?
That's true. Flying type.
Then what would Zach be?
I would say poison. There you go. Oh my god, so much knock-up, and Topo doesn't even have the time to use his teleport to do, you know, just teleport stuff. But here you go. Like Binding actually gets dodged by Supers. Look at that poke. Look at that Kathy. Look at them all go down. They all fall down as the laser from Valiant Worm just immediately decimating Joinelas. That's a 3-0 in favor of UI.
And they're playing.
Oh,
Wow! Great
wow.
buster shot right there.
There we go. He's stacking it up. He's stacking it up, but the damage from Exuberance is not enough. Oh, Tress is tanking everything, but he has the blobs. They pop it. There's the poison type, the muck, or the Grimer, whatever. But it is an ace for only the 1 kill onto Varian Worm. And ladies and gentlemen, it looks like University of Iloilo shall be going into the semifinals.
Not just yet. There's 10 seconds left on this Ari. Ari's up in 2 seconds. They can't end it just yet.
All right, so they have I have misjudged them. So let's get back into the fight. Here comes Hamud with a raining vengeance on his Spirit Rush. Gets the last hit. Never mind, it's gonna be Joinelas. What a guy, what a pal. He's gonna get the last hit on that Jana. And Kathy here, kagat dito, kagat doon. Flash away ka pa with the ice domain, the frozen domain, getting chased down by Topu. But the Topu go in a little bit too aggressive as Kathy gets the stun, and Topu gets shielded, but Kaithera has some damage. He doesn't have any mana for a Mystic Shot. Oh my god, Joinelas! So low.
So close. Everyone so low. Joinelas, Topu, both extremely low.
So thirsty.
I think it paid out for them, bro.
Yeah, they got some kills there.
Sometimes it's good to be thirsty.
Yeah, because you don't know when you will be able to drink again.
That's true. Life quotes. Life-saving advice right there.
True.
Keep
true,
hydrated,
true.
guys.
Yeah. 8 glasses of water a day?
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, sometimes I don't drink 8. Sometimes I drink like half of that.
4? Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That is pretty bad.
Yeah, especially in like a tropical country like
Well,
the Philippines, you should be able to hydrate yourself.
Well, it's already humid to begin with.
That's true.
So like you get that water through your skin.
But you don't absorb it like plants, man. You excrete it.
Alright, man. Whatever.
It's basic science.
Whatever. So going back to the game, Baron is up. It looks like UI wants to take this right now.
Yeah. Shall it be the fight? Oh, Kathy, you have begun the wrath of the Baron Nashor. He's saying, no, I can't move. If I can move, I can beat you. Wow, look at that. Nick Zuper's is getting pushed out by a support. And it looks like Tress is the only one alive. He doesn't have his passive up anymore. Kathy does push away Joinelas as the other members of UI. It's time for that cleanup duty. Hamud goes down, followed by his comrade Hoomba da Hoomba and Topu. Even if you have that Sterex gauge, it's not enough. It's never gonna be enough, as 3-4-0 is the kill ratio right now. University of Iloilo looks like they want to finish us off, not even getting
Yeah,
that
that's
Baron.
definitely gonna be the game. The last third already down before the rest of Iloilo can get to the base right there, and it should be the game unless we see a miracle happen.
Miracles can happen.
Yeah, but most of the time they don't.
That's true. That's why it's called a miracle, because it rarely happens.
So unfortunately, it doesn't look like a miracle will happen
Oi!
tonight.
Wow.
And that's gonna be the game, guys.
Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to the University of Iloilo for winning this best of 3 series between against University of San Carlos. So that was a very, very action-packed game. And for some reason, we had a lot of discussions in that
Yeah,
game
well,
as well.
it was a very slow-paced game. I mean, like it was
Yeah.
a short game, 28 minutes, but there wasn't really that much action. Like all the action was condensed.
Yeah.
Like periods of lots of action and then periods of
Of life
hang time.
quotes,
Yeah,
of,
hang time, you know.
of Zach quotes as well. So let's look at the damage output from the Ezreal.
Lots of damage, and I really just have to commend Poppy. Poppy actually did a really good job in these team fights of
That's true.
completely shutting down the Ahri. Every time the Ahri would go in, Poppy would immediately stun her on the wall, then pop that W so Ahri wouldn't be able to Spirit Rush away.
That's
And
true.
that's really one of the biggest keys to this game. And with that, it looks like University of Iloilo will be proceeding to the semifinals where they will be facing off against University of the Philippines. And yeah, that will
That's
be
next
taking
week.
place next week, Saturday and Sunday.
Yeah, so be
I
sure
think.
to tune in again next week, guys, for the LCL. And we have, again, the Pro Game Series 2016 Spring Split.
It's going to be Naga Esports versus Mineski.
Yes. So there's a lot of teams looking for, is it Mineski or Naga to lose? For the points, I mean, I can't remember.
It really depends. Like,
Yeah, it
it's a
depends.
really complicated
Yeah, but
system.
there we go. Lots of teams are betting on either Naga going 0-2 or Mineski going 0-2 for them to have a chance to get into the playoffs of the Pro Gaming Series. So this concludes this best of 3 series between University of Iloilo versus the University of San Carlos. But kudos to University of San Carlos for, you know, showing up. They got game 1. That's really good for you guys. And Choinelas with really nice Monsoon and Howling Gale's timing against the Elastic Slingshot of that Tress Zap.
Definitely.
Alright. So of course I'm just Aster with an before that,
We got shoutouts.
we got shoutouts, man. You go for it first.
All right, so shout out to Team Spade, Iloilo. That's Michael, Don, Leonard, Dave, and Reigns. Shout out to the PGS admins, Leander, Ron, Kyle, Dixine, our boss Neme, the PGS Facebook community, which we have reached 26K members
Wow,
on.
26K.
And shout out to the GS Riku fan club from Chaser.
Hi,
Shout out,
GS Rico Fan Club.
shout out to the Dixine army, that is Domo Master, Nor, Sour Scream, Carlo the Turtle, Kira, Android, Aerosky, Rance, Chai, Knives, Robert, Ali, Robert,
Again.
Adefats, Woods, Catch, David Rex, and New Beginning.
Yes, we also have the Kohai at the Senpai, Emo, Freya, Osani Bin Laden, Verse, Chris, Denver, Rosetta, and Meteor Shower. Wow. Happy birthday, Sour Cream, aka Sunny Boy. Sunny Boy from Dixine's Army. Caitlings, we also have that. Yung mga followers ni Kate, admins, Ava, and Arnold
Yeah, and
Lin.
shout out to Naga Esports Ablation, especially yung idol ko, Toki Tokes, V3. V3, guys. V3.
Yeah.
Wait,
You gotta make it.
V3.
Yeah, it's a heart. It's a heart.
It's a heart, guys. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Make sure you could include the V3.
Shout out to my favorite player. You know who you are, Winky Face. So
Okay. Shout out to Banana Kate and Nico Taicho for being our our moderators in the Twitch chat as well. Sorry, in the stream chat.
as well as just managing LCL.
Yeah, of course, managing the LCL because they have been doing a beast mode of a work, or really high class. And of course, to you guys out there who have stick with us since game 1 in this 2 best of 3 series. So again, I'm of course GS Aster 9 alongside here with me is
GS Deep.
and we hope you enjoyed the LoL Collegiate League 2016 Spring Term Quarterfinals. We are now going into the semifinals next week. So see you guys.